strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter, who's taken into...
And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a gain of 35. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. They'll get this out to Gurley. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And just shutting him off there. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Todd Gurley. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And unfortunately, in 2020, in the season opener, Cortland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Jets have recovered. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On first down, it's Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now Gordon on first down. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's McDonald to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds and the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Able to push his way through.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. McDonald sets to throw. On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll return this. Shy of midfield to the 49.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got a Williams loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that'll set them back 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And Brate has it over the middle. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Throwing is Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rosa's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And this throw incomplete. Have a defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is McDonald. This one swung out to Williams. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
McDonald. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And that is incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
They go play action with McDonald. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they still got a shot.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Looking to throw. McDonald. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the gun, it's McDonald.
He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake.
Eluding the pressure right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, who probably is...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go! Let's go!
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, 22. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Full to run show Fadukasi there on the tackle. Play action. It's McDonald. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, McDonald. He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Back to throw. McDonald. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Welcome back now to Denver. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Off the option, here's Williams.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's McDonald to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they have to try and move past that pick-6 because now they're dealing with a 4th-quarter deficit. And they need this drive. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. We get another look now at this Broncos offense. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. McDonald sets to throw. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The kick by McManus is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Alberto Cuebuna. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Keelan Cole now to return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
This will be a jet sweep to Crowder.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Operating from the gun. McDonald swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. On third down, Freeman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. McDonald. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. They go play action here on first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Freeman again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Denver, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Baltimore Ravens next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home.